ब्रह्माण्डच्छत्रदण्डः शतधृतिभवनाम्भोरुहो नालदण्डः क्षोणी नौकूपदण्डः क्षरदमरसरित्पट्टिकाकेतुदण्डः ज्योतिश्चक्राक्षदण्डस्त्रिभुवनविजयस्तम्भदण्डोऽङ्घ्रिदण्डः श्रेयस्त्रैविक्रमस्ते वितरतु विबुधद्वेषिणां कालदण्डः. We just started the first paragraph in this. So the story starts that कश्चन द्रविडदेशीयः, सो द्रविडेषु काञ्ची नाम नगरी आसीत्, तस्याम् अनेककोटिसारः श्रेष्ठपुत्रः शक्तिकुमारः नाम आसीत्. सः 18 वर्षदेशीयः. He was just approaching 18 and चिन्तामापेदे, he was a little worried because he has heard that people who do not have wives or who get wives who are not in their same frequency don't live happily in this life, in this world. So how can I attain a good wife? Gunavad vindeyam kalatram. Atha paraprityaha hriteshu dareshu yadrichhikim sampattim anabhisamikshya kartantiko nama bhutva vastrantara pinadha shaliprasthaha bhuvam babhrama. So not being satisfied with the others finding wives for him, he took a handful of grains, which is around shaliprastha here is 640 grams probably, and he tied it in a corner of his vastram, and he started roaming around in the guise of a lakshanajna, one who understands samudrika lakshana. Because he is a person who understands samudrika lakshanam, who is coming in that disguise. He also knows it. He has studied that shastram because he wants to find a wife for himself. Amushmai kanyaha kanyavantaha pradarshayam babhuvuhu. All of the parents who had children, girls, they started showing their girls to this guy, and because they want him to read their face, their body parts and all, and try to tell what does which lakshanam mean and what will her future be. Yankanchit lakshanavatim savarnam kanyam drishtva sakilasma braviti. Seeing some girl who had all the lakshanas, he will tell the girl, Bhadre Shaknoshikim Anena Shaliprasthena Gunavadannam Asman Abhyavaharayitum. Is it possible for you to provide me with a sumptuous meal with this little amount of grains? Saha Hasitavadhutaha Grihat Griham Praveshya Abhramat. He was laughed at, and he was also ridiculed and shooed away. It was generally verity term. So he was just sent out, and he roamed from one house to another. Now he comes to a house where the girl is, again, she is looking really beautiful now. So ekadatu, we have to start from here. And he's going to describe her lakshanam and say that, okay, this girl is the one, So ekadatu shibishu kaveri tirapattane saha pitrubhyam avasita mahardhim avashirna bhavanasaram. In the text, if you find original text, all of these sandhis would be together. It will not be separate at all. Original text, none of these will be separate. For certain things I have separated it. Some things I have just put it as one whole padam, just to get a feel of it. That's all. So avasita mahardhim avashirna bhavanasaram dhatriya pradarshyamanam kanchana viralabhushanam kumarim dadarsha. So ekadatu, once, when he was roaming around Kanchi, right? So along the Kaveri Tiram, in the country of Shibi, because it is in plural, you understand that Shibi nama Janapada. Janapadas are always in plural. So Shibishu, Kosaleshu. Right? So Shibishu, in the country of Shibi, Kaveri Tirapattane, some city which was located on the Tiram banks of the river Kaveri, Pitrabhyam Saha, along with, she was living along with her. Oh, sorry, what is happening here? 1 minute. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes the mouse keeps moving this way, that way. I'll have to be careful. Pitrabhyam saha dhatrya pradarshyamanam kanchana viralabhushanam kumarim dadarsha. So the main sentence here is saha iti na uktam. Purvasmat atraiva, you have to take it down from the earlier paragraph and say saha Shaktikumāraha Kaveri pattane kumarim dadarsha. He saw a girl, Viralabhushanam, Kanchana Kumarim Dadarsha, some girl who was wearing very little ornaments on her. Dhatrya Pradarshyamanam, she was being shown by the Dhatri. Dhatri here is a nurse. So Dhatri can mean a wet nurse, one who has been, it's like a caretaker. Nanny. Nanny is the best word for now. She usually can come into the household as a wet nurse who gives milk to the child also and nurtures her, brings her up. So this is like a person, like a live-in nanny who has been there. She's a servant, more like a family member also. So Dhatrya Pradarshyamanam, one who was being shown by the Dhatri, by the nurse, she along with her parents. He saw the girl Pitrabhyam saha along with the with her parents. Avasita mahardhim mahariddhi mahati riddhihi avasita sa. So this is indicating the Kumari. All of these are an adjective to the Kumari. So she whose extreme wealth has come down to nil right now, is completely gone. So her coffers are empty right now. So you will know when you see someone when they have been in a good state and then now they have completely come down. So they will be wearing things which are all of high style, but at the same time they will show wear and tear because they do not have the money today to replace it with another luxury brand item. So avasita mahardhim, that her mahati riddhihi, the fortune that her great fortune was now completely gone. Who had lost her fortune. Now I think here Pitrabhyam saha avasita mahardhim. You can take it in this manner. I think that is how you should take it. So she was alone and she had lost her wealth along with her parents. Okay. Appadithaan he translates it.
Oh, okay. The saha goes with Pitrabhyam and as well as with the Mahardi.
Yeah. So she had lost. That is why she was being shown by Dhatri and not by her parents. Otherwise, the parents would come and show her, right? So that's why here you should say Pitrabhyam saha avasita mahardyam. So this connects with the avasita here. So she had lost her great fortune along with her parents also. What was her only wealth now? Avashirna bhavanam eva saraha. Her only wealth was this dilapidated house in which she was present. Avashirna, it was completely in a very, this thing, a lot of repairs were all there. Avashirna. So Avashirna bhavana saram tam kumarim dhatrya pradarshyamanam Viralabhushanam Kumarim Dadarsha. So she probably was trying to sell each one of her ornaments and trying to make for the upkeep of the house. So that also is seen here. Asyam samsakta chakshuhu cha atarkayat. Now samsakta chakshuhu refers to our Shaktikumāra. His eye completely attached to her. So, riveted that is samsakta chakshuhu. So he was completely riveted and he was looking at her. Atarkayatcha, he was also pondering over this. Now this is a long paragraph that he is thinking in his mind about her, about the lakshanas. So because he is a lakshanajna, as soon as the girl is brought in, nobody will immediately open the mouth and say. They have to first observe the girl and then only talk about it, right? So he, as he observes, he thinks in his mind and Dandi gives the thoughts for us. Asyah kalu kanyakayaha sarve eva avayavaha nati sthulaha nati krishaha nati hraswaha nati dirghaha na vikataha mrijavantaha cha. No, all her asyaha kanyakayaha sarve eva avayavaha. All of the parts of this girl are nati sthulaha. They are not too thick, stout, not too fat, not too thin also, not like a stick. Nati krishaha, nati hraswaha, neither too short nor too long, nati dirghaha, na vikataha. Vikata here meaning uneven, neither is it uneven. Mrijavantaha, shuddhaha. They do not have any, that is, mrija is usually cleanliness. So here they do not have any dosham here. They're clear? Had any doubts?
Book has sarva, but I think it is wrong. And what you have, sarva is correct, I think.
Correct. Because avayavaha, not avayava.
Yeah, pullinga.
Rakta tala anguli yava matsya kamala kalashadi aneka punya rekha lanchitau karo. Both her, now he is going to describe part by part. The lady, the girl. So Karau, both her hands, the palms are lanchitau. They have the chinnam of punya rekha, aneka punya rekha. There are many, auspicious marks that are marked on her hands, because he knows palmistry. Palmistry is also part of Lakshanajna. And her, the palms have these rekha in them. Like, what are all the rekha? Yava is barley, matsya, fish, lotus, kamala, kalasha, a vase, that is kalasham. These type of a shankha chakram and all is representative of a chakravarti. So these are all the lakshanas, rekhas, the marks of a girl who is beautiful, and so those are the marks that are there on her palms. Sama gulpa sandhi mamsalau ashiralaucha angri. Gulpa here is, gulpa sandhi is the ankle joint. Sama gulpa sandhi. Sandhi angri. So it is an adjective to angri here. Yeah. Her 2 feet are such that it has the gulpa sandhi. It has the sandhihi yayoho tau. I have to refer to the Vyakhyanam. It is because of the padams here, it is very terse. Tayoho sandhihi yayoho tau. Correct. So the angri, both her feet have ankle joints which are equal. Sometimes one leg is flat foot, the other leg is normal with an arch and all that. We'll have asymmetrical feet, but her 2 feet are very symmetrical, and the ankle joints on both legs are samam. It is very equal. Mamsalau is the legs are all really pushti. So it is very fleshy, and it is marked by veins. It is not marked by prominent veins. So ashiralau. Shiraha na drishyante iti. Ashiralau. So they do not have shira. Shira here refers to veins. That is, when you have varicose veins and all, it will have ugly blue marks, green marks. No? Tatha nasti. She is a kanya here. So ashiralau cha angri. Again, this goes to as an adjective to the 2 feet. Tanutaram ishat nimnam gambhiram nabhimandalam. Nabhimandalam, her navel portion is gambhiram. It was very deep. Navel is very deep. And then tanutaram ishat nimnam. Tanutaram, it's a very slim, and it is also slightly nimnam. Ishat nimnam, slightly depressed. In the sense, it is bent inwards a little bit. So it is not outwards and protruding. So the navel is deep. The navel cavity is deep and slender, and it is also slightly depressed. That is, it is bent down. Nimnam. Valittrayena cha alankritam udaram. This is her Nabhi Mandalam. Udaram is her stomach, where there are 3 lines. On top of the Nabhi, you have the Udaram. And that stomach is Alankritam. It is decorated by Valittrayam, 3 folds of the skin. Something like abs for women. So you have 3 folds or 3 lines are there. But it is a Samadrika Lakshanam, even for Valittrayam. Idhula Saundarya Lahari also you have this description of Amba as Valittrayam. Vali means folds and Valinam Trayam Valittrayam. Dhana Dhanya Putra Bhuyastva Chinha Lekha Lanchita Tale Snigdha Udagra Komala Nakhamani Riju Anupurva Vritta Tamra Anguli. Until this is one phrase. Her fingers, Tamra Anguli, they were reddish in color. Vritta is Vartula, round. Anupurva, very appropriate, and Riju, straight. No arthritic fingers here. What to do? He is looking for such good lakshanams also. No? So, Ruju, straight. Anupurva is appropriate, that it is very symmetrical. Vritta, it is also round, nice and fleshy. Tamra anguli, adadu ratta soga illan artham. Adu solradhu.
Anemic.
Anemic illa, correct. So you will know that if it is reddish in color, it's pinkish, because the moment she presses down and the blood flows in and makes it red. So Tamra anguli. Snigdha Udagra Komala Nakhamani. It has nails which are the jewel-like nails. You don't need nail style art now. It was already, the nails were looking like jewels, Nakhamani, and they were glossy. Snigdha is usually, it is oily. We say that Sneha Yuktam Snigdham Miti. So which means the nails are very glossy to look at. Udagra, Udagrana very prominent. You can notice the nails because they are also shiny. Komala, also soft at the same time. It is not very rough, that she has done a lot of work and all that. So Komala, Nakhamani, with jewel-like nails. You can take this separately also. Yeah, I think the fingers are separately described, and then the Nakha Mani is also described, but Dvivachanathila irukkarathunaala, all of this goes to her Bahulata. So she has a creeper-like hand which has Anguli that is red in color, Vrittam Anupurva Riju. Sarvam tu tatra Bahulate iti padasyaiva visheshanataya uktam. Prathama. So Bahulate, she has 2 arms, fully her arms. Now he is going to describe each part, divide it and describe each part of the hand. So the first one, I thought this was the first one. Okay. So the first one is Dhana Dhanya Putra Bhuyastva. Chinna Leka Lanchita Talau. Talau here can mean even the bottom portion of the palm. Not only the palm, but the talam, bottom portion of the palm, has a lot of rekha. Lanchita, it is symbolized with the rekha. That is a symbol of, which is a symbol, chinnam, of indicating bhuyastvam, a munificence of dhanam, dhanyam and putram. Even though now she is living in a dilapidated house, the palm rekha indicates that she is going to get a lot of wealth, grains and children. So dhananam, dhanyanam, putranam cha bhuyastvam. Bhuyastvam, how would the idu go? Bhuyastva suchika chinha lekha. I think it's a madhyama padalopi samasa. Ama. Take it as madhyama padalopi samasa and do it. Okay. So chinha lekha, lekha bihi lanchita tale. Lanchite tale yasya yayoho te. Again, it goes back to bahulata. Purirda?
Bahulate.
When you write the Vigraha Vakyam for this, you will find it very difficult. Or at least you have to keep that in mind, that it goes as an adjective to Bahulate. Okay. Now this is also an adjective to bahulate. The two arms which have nakhamani, jewel-like nails, nakhaha eva manayaha nakhamanayaha yeyoho te nakhamani. Is that clear? So snigdham cha udagram cha komalam cha, or snigdaha cha udagraha cha komalaha cha te nakhaha te eva manayaha yeyoho te. Next is Riju Anupurva Vritta Tamra Anguli Yayoho te. Those two bahulate, which are also Sannata Amsa Deshe. The bahu lata, the arms have shoulders which are a little bent down. To show that feminine thing, the shoulder is a little bent down. It is not like a straight line here. Sannatau Amsa Desho Yayoho te. That is why usually Deshaha is in Pullinga Padam. So Amsa Deshaha ityeva bhavati. Parantu atra bahulate ityasya visheshanataya uktatvat atra strilinga padam dvivachana. Clear?
Sannadeshe.
So Sannatau Amsa Desho Yayoho te. It requires a lot of chinta to work on the Vigraha Vakyam for these. Saukumarya Vatyau Bahulate. And the arms were also very soft. Nimagna Parva Sandhi Bahulate. The Parva Sandhi here refers to the elbow nanekre, or any of the joints, either the shoulder joint or the elbow or on the manikat. All of the joints, wrist. All of these joints are nimagna, slightly compressed or depressed. It is not, and the murchu murcha nikkala nartham. It is not showing out, whereas it is just smoothly present in the angam. So I am struggling with English.
How much he has noticed it so fast. All these things
he is also thinking Lakshanagnya, adudha modalla sonne Purvapetika. He will just look at her, but adu quick-a avan paathirkan. Adha within 18 years he is able to notice so much la. Another thing is, see, this is a fiction. Daṇḍin is showing off his prowess here also. So you look at it from that point. Nejamave in the Madri, if one person was looking at a girl like this, you think that Dhatri would be quiet? She would just send him out of the house. No? Tanvi,
what is the meaning of Anupurva here? Ruju Anupurva Vritta Tamra.
Tamra Anguli. Ruju here is straight.
Reddish finger.
Reddish finger is Tamra Anguli. Vritta is round.
Rounded.
Rounded. Anupurva symmetrical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, symmetrical.
Not uneven. It's even.
So Riju is straight.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And so if the index finger in this finger is in this hand is this way, the other index finger is also the same. So there is a symmetry in those two. And for some people, the kanishtika will be too small, or the middle finger will be the ring finger will be too big. Tatha nasti.
Correct.
Everything seems to be just symmetrical for her. Anupurva.
Okay.
Samavrittau iti. You can take it like that. Tanvi, she was also slender in form. Kambu vritta bandhura kandhara. Now this is an adjective to kandhara. She had a neck which was bandhura, beautiful, vritta, round, and like a kambu, shankha, like a conch shell. So kambuvat vrittau vritta. Here kandharaha yasyaha sa, or kandhara itself is a griva. That is fine. Okay. So kambuhu iva vritta bandhura kandhara. You can take it as a karmadharya padam. That's all. Okay. So she had a neck which was beautiful, bandhura, shobhana, vritta, vartulakaram, round, which is not some fat or thin. You can imagine how people are in the world. No, you'll start noticing all of these things then after reading this. So these are the padams that you can work on for your what is that? Vyakaranamsha.
Like a vocabulary of a cosmetic doctor or something. It is
plastic surgeon.
Plastic surgeon. Exactly. Next, it will be vocabulary for someone who is a chef. All of the words about cooking will come next. Now we have still not finished all the anga. We have one more. The paragraph is still not finished.
Okay.
Vritta, madhya, vibhakta, raga, adharam. Now he goes to her face here. Her adharam, the lower lip, is such that it has ragam, it has a color, it is vibhakta, it is it has mixed with a color in the middle, madhya bhage, ragena vibhaktam vartate tasyaha adharam. And it is also vritta. It is nice and round, her lower lip, round lips, which are tinged with red color in the middle. So, madhye ragena vibhaktam vartate. In the middle, it is slightly tinged with red. So, maybe she has applied lipstick of some sort, just slightly, ever so slightly, or it is naturally there is a red color in the middle of the lips. Usually when you look at the lips and you're drawing a painting, it will be of the lower lip will be a little lesser in color and the upper lip will be darker in color. So it is more noticeable. The lower lip is more noticeable when you look at someone. So vritta, madhya, vibhakta, valayakaraha, vrittaha. So, vritta, madhya, vibhakta, raga, adharam. The next one is gandamandalam. Asankshipta, charu, chibukam. Chibukam is the chin portion. Hanu. Chibukam is charu, beautiful. Asankshiptam. It is not collapsed like this. It is not quite small, but it is it is not contracted, but it is quite not too wide also. That is why he has put it in negative here. Asankshiptam. It is not contracted, but it is very beautiful. Apurna, kathina, ganda, mandalam. Gandam here is cheeks. The cheeks are apurna, fully well developed, and kathinam. It is also firm. So the age will show in the kapolam. So there are wrinkles or the skin is not tight, that kind of a thing can show in the cheeks. So it is not like that for her. Apurna, full cheeks, and kathina ganda mandalam, her cheeks are nice and firm. Asangata anuvakra, neela snigdha bhrulatam. Bhrulatam, ananamku ponumedu. Oru nimsham. Because Bhrulata is different. And so it should go to Ananam somewhere. Indranila Ananakamalam. Okay. Correct. So this is an adjective to Ananakamalam. Yasmin Ananakamale evam Bhrulate vartete. So how is the two eyebrows? Asangata. They are not connected in the middle. Asangata. Anuvakra. Vakram, it is curved, but at the same time it is anuvakra. It is curved symmetrically. Anu always means imitating. Anu karoti, anu vadati. They're doing the same thing repeated, right? So if this is curved in one way, the other one is also curved in the same fashion. So anuvakra, neela, it's dark in color, and snigdha, quite thick, bhrulata, her eyebrows. So asangate, anuvakre, neele, snigdhe, bhrulate, yasmin tat. In whichever ananam, in whichever face it is, tadrisha ananam iti. So it is an adjective to the anana kamala. Okay.
This snigdha is not like a dry hair like that, right? It is like a shiny, wet kind of.
Yeah.
Shiny. Not a dry one.
illa, koraya illa. So snigdha is always thick, and thick always implies one kind of oiliness to it. Anati praudha tila kusuma sadrisha nasikam. Yellupu pola mook. Sesame flower. Her nose is similar to a sesame flower, and it is not anati praudha. It is not too protruding. Her nose. Tadrisha nasike yasmin anankamale. So that is how you have to take it. Yeah, nasike dan chollanum.
Goes to the kamalam. Ananakalam.
Yeah. Nasika one da. Ana ivar eppadi edukrar paakren. Nasika one is enough. Nostrils become two, whereas the nasika nose is just one. Asita dhavala rakta tribhaga bhasura madhura adhira sanchara manthara ayata ikshanam. So ikshane yasmin tat ananakamalam. The face which has two eyes, ikshane. How are the two eyes? It is divided into three parts of asita, dark color, black, dhavala, white, and rakta, red.
Madhya, here the book says dhavala tara. Dhavala rakta is no.
Appadan tribhaga varum. Then only you can have three portions of it.
Dhavala tara is not good then?
It's not correct.
Okay.
Okay. In the text, it says asita dhavala rakta. Ama. Rakta dark.
Okay.
Asitaha krishnaha, dhavalah shvetaha, raktaha arunaha. Ete trayaha bhagaha yatra. Tribhaga. And then bhasura. It is also bhasure. Okay. Clear? The corners of the eyes near the nose is reddish in color, and even the outer eye is also reddish in color. Then you have the white portion. Then you have the middle kaninika, which is dark in color. So it is as if the eye has been split into three parts of dark, white, and red, like Trigunam. Bhasura, it is very bright. Bhasure, ikshane. Madhure ikshane, very soft to look at, sweet to look at. Adhira, not too proud or not too courageous. Sanchara, adhira sanchara. So it's like on the marunda kangallangrol, yeah, like it is fickle eyes. So because she is not too courageous, at the same time the eyes are moving here and there because she is a little afraid. Mantharangarche or languid quality. Romba over rajas is not there. She is a little softer in her approach. So that is seen in the eyes. Also, ayata ikshanam. Her eyes are also quite elongated. So it is rolling unsteadily. Adhira sanchara. Manthara, it is a little dull it is not overexcited and elongated, long eyes, ikshane. Asita dhavala rakta tribhaga. Bhasure bright. Madhura, it is very sweet to look at, beautiful to look at. Tadrisha ikshane yasmin anane. Next one is Indu Shakala Sundara Lalatam. Her forehead was as beautiful as a portion of a moon. Indu Shakala Iva Sundaraha Lalataha, yes, or Sundaram Lalatam, Yasmin Tat Ananam. Indranila Shila Akara, Ramya Alaka Pankti. Alaka here is in the front four locks are called Alaka. Munnicha Mudimbo. That pankti, the row of hair that is falling on her forehead, or the sides, the side curls are called alaka pankti, which is very beautiful, Ramya, in the form of an Indranila Shila. It is looking like the sapphire stone, Indranila Shila. So her curly hair is looking, the front of her hair is looking like the bangs or ringlets. It is looking lovely like sapphire. Dviguna kundalita mlana nalika nala lalita lamba shravana pasha yugalam. So both her ears next is being described here. Her beautiful shravana pasha. Shravana pasha here is ear lobe. Shashkuli. That Shashkuli, the outer ear lobe, is very beautiful. Lamba, it is long. Lamba. Lalita, graceful. Dviguna kundalita. Kundalita garche, she's... doubly... okay. Nalika nala dviguna kundalit. She is having an ornament of lotus stalk here, which has been rounded twice around her ear. So lotus tonga vidralya. So she is using a lotus as the karnabharanam, and there is a stalk which, if you use the lotus as a karnabharanam, how will it stay in the ear? The stalk has to be wound twice around the earlobe for it to stay in the ear. Should try this once.
Wow, nice. Very nice.
Imagine how it would be.
It has to be small in a flower also.
I know. Dviguna kundalita. Kundalam is round. So it has been, it is rounded around the lobe twice. Mlana, now it is fading because she must have worn it a long time back on the morning itself. So it is mlana, completely, it's slowly fading. Tadrisha nalika nala. Nalika vandu iduva, kamalamma. Nalika is a lotus. Okay. Nalika, nala, the stalk of the lotus. And now, until this, it is Dvigunam, kundalitam, kundalite mlane nalika nale yasya. Take that yayoho tau shravana pasho. Take that separately. Then again lalitau shravana pasho, lambau shravana pasho, or shravana pasha yoho yugala. Abri connect pannikkalam. Is it clear?
Ānनकमलम.
So shravana ānनकमलम. The ānनकमलम, her face, which had lips which are nice full round lips which had reddish in color in the middle, and then she had a chin, the face which had a chin that was not too contracted and it was beautiful. Next is the face which is looking like a lotus, which has cheeks which are full and firm, and then the face which had two eyebrows that are not connected, and it is symmetrically curved, dark and full. The face, the lotus-like face, which had a nose that was similar to a sesame flower, and it was not too protruding outside. Eyes, of course, we saw that entire this thing, and a face which has two eyes that are so beautiful, and it also has a lalatam, forehead that is beautiful like a chandra, like the moon. Her alakam, the front forelocks are beautiful like sapphire stone, and the ear also is long and it is gracefully, it has been decorated by a lotus stalk which has been wound twice around the Shravana Pasha. Okay, ānनकमलम.
That snigdha brulatam, it is not like a pencil-like eyebrow, right? It's a thick eyebrow only, right?
They have not done their eyebrows here.
Yeah. So it is thick only.
Thick only, yeah. Anati bhanguraha bahulaha pariyante api akapila ruchihi ayamavan ekaika nisarga sama snigdha neelaha gandhagrahi cha murdhaja kalapaha. Murdhaja kalapaha. Murdhajaha keshaha. Kalapaha here is the entire... it is in the shape of a idula. So sweet.
Sesame flower. Yeah.
Sesame flower. I know, it is like that. Nose. Oh, super.
Yeah, it is very nice.
Observation, no? What they observe in nature, they're able to compare and say it. Anati banguraha murdhaja kalapaha. Kalapaha here is the samuhaha. Kesha samuhaha. Murdhini jayate iti murdhajaha. Murdhajanam kalapaha. Murdhaja kalapaha. Which is the Kesha Samuhaha. Her hair, how is it? Anati banguraha. It is not too curly. Huh? If it is too curly, then it is not good, it seems. So, anati vakraha. It is not too curly. Bahulaha. It is very thick. Pariyante api. Even at the end, even at the ends of the hair, it is not pingalavarna. It is not tawny. It is nice, dark in color. So, a kapila ruchihi. It is not brownish in color. We say, no, in yeah, it is not brown in color. When you don't apply oil, it will become slightly brownish in color. So it is not brownish even at the ends of her hair, it seems. Ayamavan, it is quite long. Ayamavan, ayamaha asya asti iti ayamavan. So dairghyam asya asti, dairghyavan. Ekaika nisarga sama snigdha neelaha. Ekaika would be consistently, it was snigdham, it was very thick, even one strand was consistently very thick and even. Okay, nisarga by nature, every one of the strand was even sama and snigdha, thick and dark. There was no one white hair in middle, one brown hair in the middle, tatha nasti, no highlights. So it was just Gandhagrahi. Gandhagrahi here is Pushpadi Sugandha Grahana Samartha. It was not, when you keep flowers on the hair, it automatically took the fragrance from the flowers. So Gandham Grahayitum Sheelam Asya iti Gandhagrahi. It has the capability of taking in the smell. Tadrisha Murdhaja Kalapaha. Seyam akritihi na vyabhicharati sheelam. Oh, idu vandu ERC ache. I think this is one ERC. I will highlight this line also. Just check the question papers and let me know. இது வந்து ரொம்ப ஃபெமிலியரா இருக்கு. சேயம் ஆக்ருதிஹி ஏவம் தஸ்ய மனசி யாத்ருஷி சிந்தா ஆசீத் தஸ்யாஹ ஆக்ருதி விஷயே தாத்ருஷி யம் ஆக்ருதிஹி புரோதృశ్యமான ஆக்ருதிஹி ஷீலம் ந vyabhicharati. It will not be contradictory to her character. Definitely if her figure is so beautiful, it will not be inconsistent with her character. So that is, she would definitely have a good disposition, character. Asajjati cha me hridayam asyameva. My mind is also completely, it is attached to her only right now. Me hridayam asyameva asajjati. It is going and attaching itself in her. Tat parikshya enam udvaheyam. So let me test her and then udvaheyam, I will marry her. If the girl also decides to do the same thing with him, what will happen? Yeah. I will test you and then to say yes or not. Avimrishya karinam hi, arthantarnyasa here. Avimrishya karinam hi niyatam anekaha patanti anushaya paramparaha. Anushaya is paschatapaha. So, Anushaya Paramparaha, regrets, succession of regrets will happen anekaha, many times. Niyatam, definitely there will be one regret after the other for people who do not think well and do. Avimrishya kari. So, na vimrishya, avimrishya. Avimrishya karoti iti avimrishya kari. One who does not think and one who does things hastily. So avimrishyakarinam, what does that mean? If I don't if I just because I have fallen in love with her at first sight, I should not immediately say, okay, let me marry you. Tatha nasti. I have to first test her and then see that she lives up to my test, and then only I should marry her. So I should take my time to make a decision. So snigdha drishtihi achashta. He looked at her with an affectionate look. Here snigdha is affection. So with an affectionate look, he looked at her and achashta, he spoke. Chakshin dhatu. When you look up this word, it will be interesting. Bhadre kachidasti kaushalam shaliprasthena anena sampannam aharam asman abhyavaharayitum. Hey Bhadre, auspicious one. No, good person. Yeah? So Bhadre need not necessarily be auspicious one. Or kupadra madre. Ponne abdin kupadra mari, you know. Bhadre is a kind of nice address. That's all. Do you have some expertise? Kachit kaushalam asti. Do you have any expertise in providing me with food? Abhyavaharayitum asman. In serving me food, which is sampannam, good food, which has been prepared. Sampadyate. Sampannam is which has been prepared with this shali prastha, with this handful of grains, or with this prastha of grains. Now she's going to say yes.
So this Asman is not just himself, right? Maybe he's including nanny and the girl also?
No. Asman is only himself.
Only him. Okay.
Royal V.
Okay.
Okay. Now in this, it is a task even for me to look at the Vigraha Vakyam. Okay. So I'll stop with
there
this.
There is no V.R.C. Maurya that Sayama Kritirna Vyabhicharati.
Illiya? Okay, then fine.
Checked it.
Okay, no worries. Shubha, you had a question?
Kachit is any grammatical thing about that? Kachit?
Kachit is just an avyaya by itself. So in the list of avyayas, we would find this Kachit there. It is a avyayam by itself.
One Kachit Sargar, something in Mahabharata or somewhere,
no,
right?
Ramayana.
Okay.
Kachit Sarga, where Rama, Bharata comes and sees him, right, and takes the Paduka. There is the Kachit Sarga where he inquires about what is happening in the kingdom and all that.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah. I think he pulls Bharata and makes him sit down on his lap. In that illa. Adu vandu Lakshmana
he makes it.
Yeah. He makes Lakshmana sit down on his lap.
Madhya, in the previous paragraph, there is one correction. The Yadrichikim
Okay. The first paragraph.
Yeah, it's not Yadrichiki Sampatim like that, no. It's Yadrichikim Sampatim Anabhisamikshya.
Okay. I will correct that. No worries. Okay.